Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. We're on a rescue mission and I've finally admitted defeat and accepted that I have to move this cat fuel bunker away from the Lake Cov garage area because I need to take a big truck in to rescue the Taiga and the fuel trailer that the Taiga's carrying, and I'm going to try. I'm hoping that the Azov will be able to do that, but I need to put some fuel in the Azov. So I might end up with all the fuel in one place at the end of this. But my intention now, a little bit of drifting on the ice there. Cat obviously doesn't have snow chains. No option for snow chains on the Cat. Engine off. Just make sure I know my route. So I'm just bringing the Cat along here. And I'm bringing the Cat in to basically position it around here somewhere. Refill the crocodile, refill the Azov, and then I don't think I'll take the Cat up into Imandra with me. I'll try letting the Azov go on its own and see if the Azov can do the rescue, but I need to get the Azov some fuel. And it might make sense to take them both, I'm not sure. Good solid ice. Should be okay for this bit. I'm in cab view because it's so dark and this is such a big truck. There's not a lot of visibility past it. So I think there's actually better visibility from cab view to see what terrain I'm driving towards. It's another truck that I've hardly really driven. I got it, I rescued it, and then it's basically been a fuel bunker. I've not really used it for much activity, this Cat. Sometimes those specialist vehicles have a role that means they just get parked up to do a thing and then not really used very much. Bit of a shame because it's fun, it's unique, it's different. So I will drive it up past and refuel the crocodile while I'm here, and then park this up on the flat by the factory. Handbrake on. Refuel. So fuel the Cat, fuel the croc, engine off. I'm going to jump into the croc and refuel my add-on from the Cat's main tank. So that is now the crocodile fully refueled. I'm not intending to use the crocodile today for anything. I will just, now that it's fueled up, jump back into the Cat and move it out of the way so that I can get the Azov. Actually, while I'm doing that, I'll go to the Azov. What's it stuck on? It's got a big old rock acting like a wheel chock. It's a beast, isn't it? This game does such a good job of making vehicles feel heavy. It's a bit strange, it's a bit subtle how they do it, but just the handling of it, it just feels like a big heavy thing. Good physics engine. Right, so I'll leave that part there for a minute. Again, let's refuel. Fuel carrier. Fill the cat engine, the cat tank up, and then fill the Azov. So that's this fuel carrier is down to 517 litres now, so it's actually not far off empty anyway. But I'm a little bit dubious about the route for this, because the route that I took the Taiga in the last episode definitely would be a struggle for this vehicle. So that bothers me slightly. But I'm also, while I'm here, I'm going to put 2 units of wooden planks in, because I know unlocking the garage in Imandra requires 2 units of planks. And I'm not sure if I can get those planks easily in Imandra, and they're light enough cargo that I may as well just get them here. I contemplated whether to take the cat and Azov both in for this rescue, but I'm going to see if the Azov can do it on its own. Just depends whether there's any terrain that chin hurts me. So cargo, wooden planks on the loading platform. Let's get 2 of these loaded up. So rain, back to cargo, and let's go. The old Azov workhorse, and just about sunrise as well. Nice. So we're going to go over the bridge. We just want to look at routes from this side. Obviously, with the route we did with the Taiga was down past the crocodile onto the ice. But because we restored this bridge, I just want to see what benefit, if anything, it gives us. What's the betting I end up coming back for the cat? The reason I'm not taking the cat for this rescue is that I'm stuck on an ice lake, and the cat has no chains. So right, so at some point I will encounter a broken bridge. So I'm guessing, yeah, so that's the broken bridge. So I'm guessing this is my route down onto the ice if I want to come from this side. And then I need to make sure I don't go through anything broken here. Ooh, don't tip over here. This looks pretty. So I want to be over. I want to get across this, but this looks pretty dodgy. Can I get across here? Keep going. Don't stop. Okay, we did it. Right, I'm going to whack it into low, high for the climb up this. Maybe just high would have done that actually. Stop it hunting the gears on the slope. Looking forward to this. This is a difficult rescue. Be plenty of difficult rescues for other contracts and tasks, but this is probably one of the most difficult rescues for myself that I'll have had to do. Just make sure I know exactly where I'm going. So I'm not sure. Last time I went down here, and in particular this bit was pretty gnarly. Didn't like it at all. So I said I would check whether or not this is a viable route. But I don't know whether the safer option is to just go through this. And there's some deep snowdrift stuff there, but that was difficult in the yard with a trailer on. Might be okay with the S04. I worry about this terrain up here because this is going over a ridge, and I'm in the S04, which has got a chin like crazy. I think I might try this. Is that a passable route? Or should I go around? Let's just see if I can see over the brow of this hill to see what that looks like. Looks like ice so far. Yeah, so far it looks like ice rather than... Handbrake still on. Oh. Whack it into low, high. And then, yeah, it looks like an ice descent and ascent rather than... So this would be dangerous to vehicles that don't have chains on, but hopefully the S04 will storm through this no problem as a shortcut. Although those rocks are a bit dodgy. Avoid those big boulders. And maybe I should have just gone around. I need that active suspension for this, don't I? But it's pretty deep into a moor. Yeah, I think for future reference, going around is probably quicker and less fuel than messing with that. Straight on, I think. This vehicle's not afraid of a bit of mud. Such a capable truck. I had a bit of a worry whether or not, and obviously I don't know the answer to this question yet, whether or not I might need to bring a large crane to get that Tiger in the tank out. Would a large crane lift a semi-trailer full of fuel? Don't know. So we're going to come into some fairly deep snowdrift. We know this from coming up here with the Yar. Is this the post that it refuses to winch to? Yeah, it is. Weird. Pull it up by its backside. This is pretty deep snow. So this was the reason I didn't want to really think about using this as a route for logging, and I still don't really, because it's not exactly an easy route. I mean, we got through it, but would I want to do that with logs on? I don't know. Right, so this is ice. I should be fine with my chains on, as I don't hit any boulders that spin me over. And then we're up onto asphalt. Into Imandra. Dun dun dun. Right. The start of the route, I'm fairly confident. I just get down to the broken bit of bridge, the sort of edge of the lake. So this is where my decision points come. So you can see the Taiga and its fuel tanker. Let's have a little look at this. Bit of reconnaissance. So what I don't know is whether I can take this trail and come down to the lake from that side. Whether I can get into the lake here, or whether I should go around the lake and come in the way that I did before, but try and pick my way through the ice. I think it looks to me like maybe try and get into the lake here and skirt the edge to see if I can get to my guy. Whether I can find a safe way to do that. Looks quite rocky. Let's just have a... Well, I may as well take the track for the first part. I want to avoid those rocks are a serious tip hazard. So I want to try and avoid them if I can. What I don't really want to be doing is tipping this S04E08 over. And then this looks like solid ice. Am I on good solid ice? Is this solid? Go slow so that I can back up if I need to. This all looks like good solid ice now. Good old S04E08. Right. So I do not know where to take these planks. So what I'm going to do is park the S04E08 there. Because you don't park it on the ice. I know this game isn't actually going to have spring thaws, but as a principle, I wouldn't park it on the ice, because if you forget about it, which I probably would, you come back to your truck is in the middle of it's in the bottom of a lake. That's it. We got the Tiger out in the end. Getting the Tiger out. How trivial was that, right? Oh, bloody hell! What am I like? Can't reach. Okay. So I've now got a Taiga that's ready to go back, and I've got the Azov. Can I see? I don't think the planks delivery. No, that's logging. Yeah, I just haven't unlocked. Right, I think I can afford to leave the Azov. I'll refuel it now while I'm here. The loaf, I may as well bring over and refuel as well. I can make a run for it. Nope. At least it's got the Taiga, it can tow itself off. It's lightweight, I can get across that, can't I? No? Or not? Let's just use the Taiga. I want to get the loaf refueled. Oh yeah, I want to get the loaf and Azov refueled. Oi loaf, you're coming with me, mate. And then we're basically going to take the Taiga out exactly the same route we came in Azov. So refuel. And then jump into the low. And then the low can stay with the Azov, keep each other company until we're ready to come back. Or push on, because they're here, they're in the map, they can do stuff here now. I might not take them back to Cobb until they've done their delivery here. Engine off. So its roof is full, I think. Just check. Yeah, roof rack is full. So I just need to get into the Taiga. And this is where I should have been at the end of the last episode. Refuel. Lope is full. So Lope and Azov both full. While it's still daylight, let's get this Taiga out of here. Get some fuel back on Lake Cobb. Let's get some stuff done there. Thank you, Azov. At the end of the day, once you got a truck with the right mass on the end of a winch, pulling this Taiga out of that ice was easy. Right, which way did I come? It was here, wasn't it? Pick my way through these big static rocks. I know it won't be coming through to you guys, but this is a map where, more so than the other regions, I'm really noticing quite a lot of animal noise in the background. Like wolves and bears, that type of howling noises. It's quite interesting. See if I can get back without any more mishaps. Quite heavy, I guess. Makes sense. There we go. We now have fuel. And now I've got fuel. What do I do with it? Like, kind of inclined to bring it down to here, and then maybe go off with the Tiger on its own and get the Ford pickup truck. I don't intend dragging this fuel all the way down through the map. It'll probably be a case of vehicles coming here when they need fuel, probably. I can't see the truck. I could even bring the cat here to refuel, and then use the cat to distribute this fuel around the map. I'm not sure whether I will complete Lake Cobb and then go to Imandra, or complete Imandra and come back, but they both have a garage, so it doesn't really matter. Previously I've based that decision on where I want my trucks to end up so that I can retain them in a sensible place. But for this map, this region, where they both have a garage eventually, doesn't matter really which one I complete first. So I'm going to leave that trailer there. Try not to slide in with it. I'm going to fill my tank up, and then I am going to go and get that Ford pickup truck. Use the Tiger to rescue it. So engine off. Let's have a quick look at the map. Yeah, so I'm going to come down. Maybe I'll turn around, and while I'm doing it I can kind of scout what this looks like, but basically my intention is to go down here. But I want to stop here and just look right and see what that route looks like, and see if it would have been a different route for logging. And then we'll get the Ford pickup truck and drag it out. So the only fuel we'll have mobile with us is what's in the Tiger. Right. So the road bit is, yeah, let's just stick to the... I didn't see the tracks. All I saw was the rocks. Tiger power. Right, so that is the alternative route for logging. It might be alright. I think it's worth a try. Don't really like going through the village because it was just bogged down with snow the whole way. Three lots of long logs, so whatever route it is, I've got to find the route and use it 3 times. I knew I was going to sink into that. That was semi-deliberate because I knew I got to get across to here, and I knew there were enough trees to pull me through it. Oh, didn't mean to hit that tree then. And then we're grabbing the Ford and just dragging it out. Remind myself where I got to take it. So this is the Foreigner. Tracking it. So I've got the truck. I'm I'm pretty sure I'm going to just drag it through the bunker, past there, and then I've got this funny little bit of a road. Take it through to here. I think that should work. It's just whether or not this is going to be a bit dodgy to do in the Taiga with a truck behind it. We'll see. It'll be exciting. Want the winch on the other side. Less chance of hitting these trees on my right. And then let's go. Pull it in fairly tight. I think it might as well be a case of completing Lake Cobb and then going to Imandra and finishing there. I'm not talking about finishing yet because I know there's a hell of a lot more work to do before I'm in the position to contemplate leaving. But just in terms of prioritising my episodes, I will probably focus on Lake Cobb and go to Imandra as a progression rather than going there now and coming back. And the only question there is whether or not I need the Azov on this map. What's my fuel like and what's their fuel like? So the Yar, it's got half a tank of fuel. The Acteon is all but dry. So I need to bring fuel to these two really. How much has the Taiga got in it? 81%. I've just got to always make sure the Taiga's got enough to be able to get back to that trailer, because it's the only vehicle at the moment that I've deployed that can move that trailer if need be. But I think it's worth me splashing a bit from the Taiga. And I want to put a bit in the Ford and then a bit more in the Yar. I think that should be enough for the Taiga to do what it needs to do. I don't regret that. Oh, that winch is on the wrong point. I hate when it does that. Right. So I remember there being a tight squeeze through here when we came through it in the Yar. Oh, actually the Acteon, wasn't it? Came through this in the Acteon, and I remember this being a tight squeeze. Once again though, Taiga power. Good. Up over this rock. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I need to get two wheels up on it first. Is that thing stuck on a tree? Doesn't look like it. Doing some damage to that engine. I didn't notice that when I was coming through the other way. That big rock's that on top of 3 others. That's quite smart. I didn't notice that. That's pretty cool with the northern lights behind it. That's where the upgrade was that we found. This is where we rolled the Acteon several times 2 episodes ago. It was a bit of fun. So this is now the dodgy bit, really. Whether or not I fall to the right with either or both of these vehicles. This is quite tight to be on icy rocks, isn't it? That was a little bit of a nerve-biting moment for me. It's alright though, we did it. That's definitely made that a shorter route than it would have been if we'd have gone all the way around. The added benefit that I can pick up this maintenance trailer because I've done enough damage to me and the Ford that I want some free service points. Just knowing that there's fuel on the map makes me relax a little bit. I might have to do some shenanigans to get to it, but between the crocodile and the cat, I've got enough capacity to move fuel around that speed. Ford is going to be mine. Right there. Engine off. Good job, Taker. $4,000, but more importantly, the Ford F750 is now mine. I am going to repair myself, and then I'll have a look at repairing the Ford. So release the winch, change into the Ford. It's got a little bit of fuel in it. It's got no all-wheel drive. Diff lock is always on, but it currently doesn't have all-wheel drive installed. Is it not moving? Because it's got no all-wheel drive. Of course it's not. Finish it off. Change back into the Taker so that I can repair the Ford. But that's really, realistically, without all-wheel drive, that's going to need towing out. I don't think it's going to be able to drive itself out. So, what's next? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this rescuer, which is a series of zones to explore. And I'm going to do it in, although it's marshes, it sounds a bit dangerous. I'm going to do it in the Tatterin because it's right there. And it's got plenty of fuel at the moment. And it takes me in the direction of the Don 71 that needs to be recovered as well. So I think I'm going to do that for a minute and just kind of tick something else off as done. Got to get the Tatterin out of this rocky place without tipping it over. This was here because I had to pull, I think it might have been the crocodile, back on its wheels. But it isn't my favourite place to navigate because there's lots of rocks that can tip you over. Let's get the Tatterin out onto the ice. And then if I do that marshes reconnaissance one, that will put me in the right direction to recover that Don 71 as well. Right, so I don't have snow chains, so let's not go drifting too much on this ice. But it's nice to drive the Tatterin again for a bit. Right. So make sure I avoid sinking ice, generally. But I think this is another one of those sort of scouting missions to teach you the ice routes. Right, be careful because I can see some breaking ice there. That was a trap if you took the straight line in bright daylight. I don't know the route, but I'm thinking I can get through here in a Tatterin. I don't know for sure, but I'm half tempted to get that cat, drive it up to the big trailer, refill the cat, and then put the cat back near the garage just so that I've got fuel on both sides of this map. Right, rescuer, marshes. This is it, huh? Would have expected it from the locals, but here we have a tourist. Well, thanks for being so vigilant, I guess. Damned with faint praise, 3.5 grand. Thank you for that. Engine off. And what I want to try and do, so I'm going to see if I can negotiate this route, whatever this is. So I'm a little bit tight on time, but then that would bring me to the Don, and I'd like to try and recover the Don. And that would be a good way to round out the episode with one of the tasks done. So a couple of the foreigner recovery, this one. Got the Tiger unstuck, the most important one, and then the contract for that scouting thing. It's just a case of whether this route includes like sheet ice anywhere as a Tatterin trap. So the comment that I've had about the Yar and putting the balloon tyres on it, not the chains, and then the bigger engine. Yeah, I think it seems like where there is sheet ice on this map, generally there's an alternate route you can use. So if I'm near a garage, I might try that with the Yar. Right, so this is more or less where the Don 71 was. You can see the mark for it there. But I've already dragged it out a little bit in episode 1 when I was coming past my first scouting. So the Don is now here. And my route to get it home is across whatever this is down there, and that'll be a good thing for me to learn anyway, to there, because this bit of rock, I don't know what that is and I don't remember if I've driven over that before. So basically push there and see what this bit of stonework is. Because I know I've got to do a couple of deliveries to the top of the hills here, and I need to understand these roads. Got to get up on top of there to fix the power lines. But in the meantime, Mr. Don, you're coming with me. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to see how these rocks behave. But that's not a road, is it? I mean, that's never been a road. That's not just a case of it's snowed in. That's got tyre tracks coming to it and a line on the map that says this is a road. I don't believe them. I think they're lying to me. But you could get across that probably in the Azov. If the Azov came back here to do deliveries. And the two lots of wooden planks that I've got on that Azov in Imandra, I might get that up to the airfield and just loose stack them on the back of that large, what I believe to be a high saddle trailer at the airfield. And at least they're on a trailer off the ground and kind of feel like, even if I don't deliver them as an early activity with the Azov, because then I could bring the Azov back here, because there's at least one metal beam delivery needed on this map. Oh, sorry mate, I just bashed the hell out of you, Don. I don't really think it's worth recovering, to be honest, but the amount of damage already on it, he won't notice the 14 engine damage I just took out, would he? Right through there. And then that's that task done. On thin ice. You saved me. I found a mechanic too. Thanks for your help. You're welcome, and I hope your mechanic's bloody good. Okay, so that's enough of a duration for this episode. I'll leave this one here. I will have a think about what to do in the next episode. Probably late cobbed tasks and contracts, but we'll see. Thank you very much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope to see you in the next one. But in the meantime, thank you and goodbye.